3, 2.
So back with action between the Somerset Cavaliers, New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers, and the Philadelphians. Unfortunate delay thanks to the rain, but clear skies, everything seemingly back on track here. Cornet Dry was just about getting ready to bowl his first over, got one delivery in before the rain came. We saw a couple of boundaries already in the innings, one from Chandrapal Hemraj, one from Ali Imran. Just have to regain themselves now with the Somerset Cavaliers. Cornet Dry, one of the new massive additions to the Philadelphians lineup this season. They would have lost Jonoy Drysdale this year to the Atlanta Fire, so almost pretty much a like-for-like change. Cornet Dry coming over from the Fire to the Philadelphians, and Drysdale heading from the Philadelphians over to the Atlanta Fire. So Ali Imran will be the man on strike for the resumption. Just making sure everything and everyone back in position. So here we go, back and ready for play. Brilliant delivery to start from Cornet Dry. Almost a restart of the game. We're only 7 deliveries in. Almost as if that was the first ball of the innings. Power-packed batting lineup here from the Somerset Cavaliers. Chandrapal Hemraj needs no introduction to minor league cricket, has been around the scene for a number of years now. Ali Imran would have had experience at the domestic level in Pakistan, played for the Cavaliers last season as well. The likes of Abdullah Saeed, Gajanan Singh, still to come. Philadelphians, couple of changes this season for the Philadelphians. No Jonathan Fu this season, no Raj Nanan, who would have left since last season with the Morrisville Raptors. No Drysdale, as I mentioned. Even in the squad, the likes of Bhaskar Yadram and Liam Plunkett, but not in the 11 today. Cornet Dry has started off very well. We saw 9 conceded from Abdul Jabbar. Cornet Dry has come back a lot better since the resumption. A very attacking opening combo out in the middle with Ali Imran and Chandrapal Hemraj. But again, brand new surface here at Glenville. The first time we're seeing it in minor league cricket. So maybe, just maybe, altering the naturally attacking game plan of these two would have had. This has been very good from Cornet Dry. Only game here today on this surface. Have a doubleheader going on the other pitch. Somerset Cavaliers and the Philadelphians, 2 of the stronger sides we've seen on the East over the last few years. Cavaliers would have been runners-up 2 years ago. The Philadelphians would have missed out on Super 8 cricket last season. Just the Stallions and Cavaliers who went through. Driven down the ground from Ali Imran, but well stopped. We'll keep it to just a single. And we'll close out a very impressive over from Cornet Dry. Just 2 runs from it. It's 11 for none. So 11 for none after 2 overs. And right away, bowling change for the Philadelphians. And we saw especially in the first game between the Manhattan Yorkers and the Empire State and the New York City Titans on the other pitch, we saw a lot of variety from the Yorkers bowlers. Wonder if we'll see that here, with a similar thing at least with the Philadelphians. Already a bowling change with Ayush Patel. Clipped away from Ali Imran. Pick up a single, so the young left arm seamer Ayush Patel into the attack. Perhaps sensing how good Cornet Dry was. Got a good amount of carry, good pace from the surface, of going with another pace option rather than continuing with the slow bowling of Abdul Jabbar. Devishwar Prasad is another pacer that the Philadelphians have in their lineup. What a shot! What a shot from Chandrapal Hemraj, with all the ease and all the class in the world, all the way for 6. And what a way to stamp your authority in 2025. Chandrapal Hemraj, we know how prolific he has been for this franchise over the years in minor league cricket, and has greeted Ayush Patel. The first ball he's facing from him has gone straight down the ground for 6. Brilliant bit of batting from Chandrapal Hemraj, and we know he's a very powerful player. On the East, the competition in the East has been far too familiar in seeing Chandrapal Hemraj really get going at times. Works this one away for a quick single, so good start here for the Somerset Cavaliers. We'll get Ali Imran back on strike. Important with Somerset Cavaliers as well is how stable that core has been throughout the last few years. The likes of Chandrapal Hemraj, Gajanan Singh, Abdullah Saeed have been with the franchise before. Oh, what a shot. Short delivery from Ayush Patel, and has been met in some fashion off the bat of Ali Imran. So 6s in this, who have really gotten themselves back into the game after the resumption. And this is the type of batting we would normally expect to see from Chandrapal Hemraj and Ali Imran. A big over already off the youngster Ayush Patel. Getting a bit too short, straying down the leg side. Not his best delivery at all. A batter like Ali Imran will feast on any loose delivery given, especially at this stage of the game. Looking to get off to a quick start, Ali Imran will not allow deliveries like that to go by. Tried to retrieve that one in the bushes. It was huge maximum from Ali Imran. Will certainly take a bit of finding. Not the friendliest of environment around this venue. Lots of bushes, lots of trees, especially on that side of the ground. Pretty much surrounded 3/4 of the ground unless you hit straight, at least from this end. If you hit straight, we saw at Chandrapal Hemraj, there is the additional fields nearby, so much easier to retrieve the ball. But once you hit square of the wicket, or you hit straight bowling from the other end, it'll certainly take a bit of finding if it's gone a long way. So eventually they've got it, and it's back with Ayush Patel to close out the third over. Advancing down the track is Ali Imran, goes through to the keeper in the end, so he gets out of the over quite well, does Ayush Patel, but still 14 runs from it. It's 25 for none after 3. So just having a look at Somerset Cavaliers camp. It's a very well supported camp, is the Somerset Cavaliers. And it's part of the reason why the franchise has been so united. I mentioned how intact their side has been over the last few years. It's a reason why they've been to the playoffs as well. A very well backed side. Sakshay Vij, we know, is the mastermind behind this Cavaliers setup. Najaf Shah as well, the captain, play a big part in not only what happens on the field, but also off the field. And really gives off some sort of a family atmosphere, does that Somerset Cavaliers lineup. Oh, gone! So Corny Dry has continued the attack and has knocked over Chandrapal Hemraj's off stump. And what a delivery! And what a ball as a fast bowler. It's a dream to run in, especially to a player like Chandrapal Hemraj, who you know is going to look to take you on, especially after a quiet first over. And what a sight to see that off stump completely uprooted. And Corny Dry into the Philadelphians, new for 2025, and just 7 balls into his Philadelphians career, has gotten the massive wicket of Chandrapal Hemraj. So Gajanan Singh walks to the middle in at number 3 for the Somerset Cavaliers. What a delivery from Corny Dry. What a start to his second over. That's exactly the type of bowling that the Philadelphians will want to see from Corny Dry throughout the season. Has had a successful career for the Atlanta Fire over the years. Major league player as well for the Knight Riders. And exactly the type of start you want to see. And again, they would have lost Janoy Drysdale to the Atlanta Fire, so it would have been a dent in the fast bowling. Their tails are now having gotten that wicket, despite a relatively quick start for the Somerset Cavaliers. Again, first ever minor league game on this surface, so still really tough to tell what will be a par score. We know on the other pitch, par score is around 141 throughout the games we've had of minor league cricket, so you could expect maybe something somewhat similar, but we'll have to wait and see. Looking to pull is Gajanan Singh. So very good start to his new home in the yellow and black for Cornet Dry. Got a slip in place now as well, Ryan Scott. Well, Gajanan Singh looking to play a one, getting one that peels off the edge onto the helmet. So, as is protocol these days, any time a batter gets struck on the helmet, we'll inspect the helmet, make sure no damage is done, inspect the player himself, make sure he's all right. Cornet Dry getting a significant amount of bounce, good reactions from the surface for a fast bowler. He's got a lot of height to him as well. Cornet Dry is a tall man. So Gajanan Singh seems all right. Already somewhat of a message though sent, even if it didn't strike him directly on the helmet. Gajanan Singh realizing Cornet Dry getting a fair bit of bounce. $25 for 1 on the board for the Somerset Cavaliers. We saw a fairly decent first over for them. 9 came off it from Jabbar. Big over off of Ayush Patel. Cornet Dry has kept things relatively intact. Now Gajanan Singh will get off the mark. They'll think of 2 and they'll get it quite easily in the end. So Gajanan Singh off the mark with a couple of runs. He joins Ali Imran out in the middle. It's a very solid top order for the Cavaliers. Still Abdullah Saeed, who is normally an opening batter. So final ball of the fourth, Cornet Dry. 1 for 4 from 1.5 deliveries. Gets this one down the ground. So it'll be a single to Gajanan Singh. Just 3 runs and the wicket off it. Brilliant from Cornet Dry. 28 for 1 after 4. So after 4 overs, it's 28 for 1 for the New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers. We see another new addition, Philadelphia. Man who has spent a lot of his career with the Stallions, and that is not the way you want to start. Raymond Ramratan with a no ball. A relatively easy call for the umpire on that occasion. So we've seen Cornet Dry start off his career with his new franchise in some fashion. Ramratan, not so much. Free hit delivery coming up. And down the ground from Gajanan Singh. Straight to the fielder, but it would have been a free hit anyway. No use going for that catch, just waiting for it to bounce. So not too bad off the free hit delivery. But still, Raymond Ramratan, not the kind of delivery you'd want to bowl. Don't want to offer up a full toss at this stage. Ali Imran will come on to strike. He's been out of strike for some bit of time now, has Ali Imran. Just punch down the ground. Get a single. Thought of two, but and came in quick enough. So Raymond Ramratan offering another spin option for the Philadelphians coming into this season. Hustling through for a quick single, so well taken. We've seen the likes of Raj Nanan a few years ago. Jonathan Fu is another man whose bowling was really useful for the Philadelphians. Pushing for two here, won't get it. And despite the fumble, very good work in the end, keeping it to just one. Yeah, we've seen a number of spin options. We saw the likes of the youngsters, Anirudh Emmanuel, Aditya Sharma as well over the years, previous editions. We saw Ashish Vatem, who I thought was a handy all-rounder last year. Here is Raymond Ramratan. Pulled away. Work to be done, and fielder won't get around. So Gajanan Singh picks up a boundary. He's so strong on the pull. Anything even fractionally short, Gajanan Singh, he's such a strong puller of the ball. And on that occasion, hammers it into the leg side for a boundary. And we'll just look to keep the Somerset Cavaliers at a decent pace despite the loss of Chandrapal Hemraj. And it just hasn't been the best of starts for Ramratan. 9 from the over. Final ball. That's perhaps the area he wants to be. But still driven nicely. So 10 runs from the over. A solid one from the Somerset Cavaliers. 38 for 1 after 5. So 10 runs off the previous over for the Cavaliers. We see Devashroy Prashad into the attack. Will replace Corny Dry. And pulled away. Fielder was there, but will land safely in front of him. So again, we see Gajanan Singh on the pull. We'll hand the strike back over to Ali Imran. Devashroy Prashad has had a pretty solid minor league career over the years, has served the Philadelphians well, would have started his career with the Manhattan Yorkers, made the move to Philly, has been a key member of their squad since. He's a genuine wicket taker, is Devashroy Prashad, and can operate pretty much at any stage of the innings. Behind the stumps is another change for the Philadelphians this season as well. Uppish, but over the infield. Ryan Scott running around. Will get a couple of runs. The wicketkeeper position is another position the Philadelphians have really struggled to find any sort of continuity in. We've seen the likes of Rajdeep Darbar in the past, Mario Rampasad. We saw Christopher Vantol last year. Now it's Aditya Ganesh behind the stumps. bit of a miscommunication, but they'll get through for a single in the end. So running has been pretty good for the Somerset Cavaliers. Gajanan Singh back on strike on 11. Very experienced campaigner is Gajanan Singh. Has represented the United States many a time. One that catches him awkwardly. Just chipped into the air, but thankfully for him it landed pretty safe. We'll get through for another single. So Prashad has conceded 5. We'll get Ali Imran back on strike. Just that bit of bounce that has been catching the batters off guard a bit. We saw that with Cornet Dry especially. It's something to keep in mind, especially seemingly at all the pitches across the New York Oval. Varying bounce can be a bit tricky at times depending on the bowler as well. So 6 runs off the 6th, it's 44 for 1. So it looks to be a change of ends for Abdul Jabbar. We saw him start off the first over. In fact, no, would have been bowling from the same end. Correction. Advancing is Ali Imran. Goes up and over all the way for 6. And so Abdul Jabbar has been greeted upon his return with a huge strike off the bat of Ali Imran. His second 6 of the day. It brings up the 50 as well for the Somerset Cavaliers. 50 comes up in just the 7th over in some style. Ali Imran dancing down the wicket. Cuts this one away all along the ground. So very smart cricket here from Ali Imran. Seeing the maximum to start the over and just content on handing things back over to Gajanan Singh at the other end. The comeback will be very important here from Abdul Jabbar. Gajanan Singh looking for the switch hit on that occasion. We know Gajanan Singh is certainly capable of pulling off some of those innovative or 360-degree shots. Cut away from Gajanan Singh. We'll keep it to just a single. So the Philadelphians, they've been on the back foot so far in this innings. They've been holding up nicely in the field. Realizing the Cavaliers are already off to a good enough start as it is, don't want to gift them additional runs. Just punched away again from Ali Imran, again thinking of 2. We'll keep it to just 1. So another good over here for the Somerset Cavaliers. Again, keep in mind, brand new surface here being used for minor league cricket. Not much experience, if any, for a lot of the players today. So going at almost 8 and over with just the loss of a wicket into the 7th over will certainly be a benefit. Probably got away with one there at Abdul Jabbar. Gajanan Singh not getting the elevation, but still a 10-run over for the Somerset Cavaliers at the end of 7. It's 54 for 1. So Suprit Madan comes into the attack. Once again, one that is gaining a fair bit of height off the surface. Couple of runs to Gajanan Singh. Suprit Madan, another all-rounder that has really come on the minor league scene throughout the last 2 years or so. Would have been part of the New Jersey Stallions. Finds himself this year with Philly. Gajanan defensive on that occasion. 31-run partnership between Gajanan Singh and Ali Imran. It's come off 26 balls, so fairly steady pace. Tugged into the leg side. Be just a single. If it's one thing we've learned between Gajanan Singh and Ali Imran as a partnership, that the running will be very intense between the two of them. And the fielding will have to be on point. So far, it's been that way for the Philadelphians. Haven't allowed, on many occasions, Imran and Gajanan to come back for the second. In the air, Ryan Scott runs around, does very well. He's a top quality fielder, is Ryan Scott. Just got over the head of Cornet Dry. We're seeing a good mix of the bowling here. The last 6 overs, we've seen 6 different bowlers used by the Philadelphians. Here's an example of that running as well. Calling very quickly, both batters on the same page, understanding one another out in the middle. And just that tip and run has certainly been has worked quite well for the Somerset Cavaliers already. Mix in the odd boundary here and there, and it's led to them at 59 for 1, going at 7.5. Cut away from Ali Imran. Was thinking to pinch one, but again, safe fielding. We'll keep it to just a dot ball. So a quiet over from Suprit Madan goes by. It's 59 for 1 after 8. 59 for 1 after 8. Gajanan Singh on 18, Imran on 27. We see Vishal Tanagundla into the attack and has started off with a full toss that has been driven away to the boundary for 4. So Gajanan Singh puts away a bad ball and welcomes the debutant in some fashion. Vishal Reddy or Vishal Tanagundla into the attack. First year in minor league cricket for him. What a ball. Much better comeback delivery. Somewhat of a rare breed is Vishal, the left arm wrist spinner. A very diverse bowling attack here from the Philadelphians, and once again it's a new bowler introduced, so that makes it 7 overs in a row with a different bowler. There's the reverse sweep from Gajanan Singh, and he's played it to a decent level of quality. We'll get a couple of runs. So we saw the third over from Ayush Patel, then the fourth from Corne Dry, then Raymond Ramratan, Devish Rai Prashad, Abdul Jabbar, Supreet Madan, and now Vishal Reddy. So 7 different bowlers in a row used by the Philadelphians. They've got wrist spinners of both hands. Raymond Ramratan, the right arm, and now Vishal, the left arm up. The unorthodox spin of Vishal Reddy. In the air. Has he got enough? Ryan Scott gets a hand on it, but not a strong hand enough to palm it back in. And it's gone all the way for a third maximum off the bat of Ali Imran. Ryan Scott, he's a great fielder, was hanging on, running out of room very quickly though, and putting in the jump, looking to palm it back in. Not enough. So a maximum to end the over, 72 for 1 after 9. So Cornet dry. The ball his final over. 2 overs to go. Can he find another wicket? In the air from Ali Imran. Up and over. Fielder runs around. Can't get there. So another boundary off the blade of Ali Imran. And Cornet dry has bowled well, but has been greeted with a boundary into the 13th over. Devish Roy Prashad with a valiant effort, putting in the dive. Just couldn't get it back in play. Everything going the way of the Somerset Cavaliers at the moment. It's a short ball from Cornet dry. Executed well. So penultimate over here from Cornet dry. 14 over contest thanks to the rain interruption we had at the start. Ali Imran, 2 4s, 5 6s. Pulled away from Imran and gone all the way again. Lovely shot, short delivery again from Cornet dry, pulled away over the head of Abdul Jabbar, and it's gone a long way once again. A full toss from Cornet dry. Ryan Scott lost his footing at the worst possible time. Did all the hard work, ran all the way in, covered a lot of ground. And now, to make matters worse, we get the no ball signal as well. Was a full toss from Cornet dry. So even had Ryan Scott kept his footing, it wouldn't have counted. A free hit coming up to Ali Imran. And this over is quickly descending into chaos here from Cornet dry. 98 runs, the partnership between Ali Imran and Gajanan Singh. Here is Cornet dry with the free hit. And it's a wide, so the wheels have come off for dry in this over. 14 runs conceded in just 3 legal deliveries. And still a pending free hit to a man who has needed no invitation to go big. 6 sixes already in this innings of 64 from Ali Imran. Misses out. Misses out. He'll be frustrated with that one, Ali Imran. It was there to be hit again, especially on a free hit. But the 100 partnership has come up. Gajanan Singh and Ali Imran. Partnership of 159 deliveries between these two outs in the middle. What a batting display we've seen from the Cavaliers. 9.8 and over. It just keeps rising, that run rate. And another big over here with still 2 deliveries to go in the 13th over. Cornet dry making all the necessary adjustments to at least limit the damage done. Goes back to that short ball again, executes it well. Can he, at the very least, close this over out well? Not concede a boundary in the final ball. Still an over to go after this. Gajanan on 44, Imran on 65. Wow! That has gone a long way. Cornet Dry trusting the short ball again. It's worked well for him in the past. But on that occasion, Gajanan saw it coming. And what a way to get to his half century. Gajanan Singh, lovely shot, met the short one and muscled it away for 6 more. So a huge over, 21 runs off it for the Somerset Cavaliers. It's 131 for 1 with 1 over to go. So carnage has unfolded here on the second pitch here at Glenville. Ali Imran on 65 will be the man on strike. Final over coming up. Devish Roy Prashad into the legs, will work this one away. And we saw Devish Roy Prashad start off the 12th over fairly well. But things quickly went south in the final 2 balls of the over. Went for a 4 and then a 6 off the bat of Gajanan Singh, who's on 50. Brought up his 50 with a maximum. Wind beginning to intensify here in Glenville. 5 deliveries to go. Devish Roy Prashad bowling to Gajanan Singh. Swing and a miss. Quite a rarity in this innings. We've seen the Somerset Cavaliers batters, these two, be so fluent in everything that they do. To see a swing and miss has been a gold for the Philadelphians at this stage, to see a dot ball. Another delivery outside of stump. Gajanan Singh plays and misses again, so another tidy over from Devish Roy Prashad, but we saw what happened in his previous over, so can't be too quick to rush to conclusions. But it's been a good start into the final over. 3 balls left. Gajanan Singh latches onto one finally. And it's gone a long way for 6, has been the moral of the story for the Somerset Cavaliers. Once they have connected, it has travelled. And another one into the bushes as Gajanan Singh motors along to 56. A couple unplanned misses on that occasion. Got the full meat of the bat on it. And the search party has been deployed to find that one. With 2 deliveries to go. Lots of discussions in the meantime for the Philadelphians. You see Devish Roy Prashad having a chat with Cornet Dry. What to do? Where do you bowl to these 2 men? They have targeted and preyed on anything. Two deliveries to go, just the 1 wicket lost in this innings. It has certainly been a dominant start to 2025 for the Somerset Cavaliers, picking up right where they left off perhaps last year. Devishroy Prashad, does he stick to that plan? Looking to go outside off. Does he stick there? Does he try something different? He does stick there, and this time Gajanan Singh plays and misses again. So bowling to a plan at least here is Devishroy Prashad. Despite being struck for a maximum, he's bowled 3 dot balls in this final over. So Gajanan Singh on 56, 138 for 1. Final ball, Prashad. Swung away from Gajanan Singh, it's a chance. And the catch is taken quite comfortably in the end by Corner Dry. Makes no mistake. So Gajanan Singh walks back, but the damage has already been done, both by him and by Ali Imran at the other end. 113 runs the partnership between these two, as Prashad takes the wicket at the very last ball. And the New Jersey Somerset Cavaliers, in a reduced 14-over contest, have finished on 138 for 2. So reminder with the interruption, as we see a big partnership walking back to a round of applause by their teammates. 138 for 2 at the end of 14. The Philadelphians will require 139, going at almost 10 runs and over when we come back. So back for the reply then. The Philadelphia from Ali Imran and Gajanat Singh. Got the Somerset Cavaliers up to 138 from 14 overs. With a revised target ahead, we would have had the interruption as well right at the start of the inning. So it will be just one run tacked on to the required total. Najaf Shah starts off the attack, as we've been accustomed to seeing over the years for the Somerset Cavaliers. Franchises has been part of the Somerset Cavaliers brand across tournaments, even in the years before minor league cricket existed. Has been part of this Cavaliers setup. So Shrey Sethi is off the mark with a, well, it's not off the mark, but he's down the other end with a leg by. We'll get the hard-hitting Ryan Scott onto strike. You feel Ryan Scott, especially with an asking rate of about 10 runs and over in front of him, is not going to stick around for too long. He's going to look to go after things. Attempts to do so on that occasion. Expansive drive through the offside, but doesn't make contact. And through it goes. So 140, just a reminder, is that total required for the Philadelphians. .17 is the required rate. Very good delivery from Najaf Shah. Such a great new ball bowler. Wherever he goes, Najaf Shah, if he's not opening the bowling, then something's wrong. Very tall man as well. We saw, similar to Cornet Dry, especially on this surface, the tall pacer that goes into the surface a lot will have varying results at times. We've seen that bit of added bounce on this track has caused problems. Looking to advance down the ground is Ryan Scott. So 3 dots on the trot here for Najaf Shah, bowling to Ryan Scott. It's one of those players that likes to get out of the blocks quickly. Has had a prolific minor league career both in Michigan and now since he's changed franchises to the Philadelphians. We've had a sensational first year of minor league cricket with the Michigan Cricket Stars. A few years later, found himself on the East Coast with Philadelphians. Finds the gap, does Ryan Scott, so we'll get a couple of runs. So, back with action. Find ourselves in a very rural area of New York State, so apologies for any technical problems. Lost you for a while, but we're back now with action with the Philadelphians with a big chase in front of them still. We saw the departure of Ryan Scott. Seti has looked good but has found the fielder. So Ryan Scott fell in the previous over to Abdullah Ghazi, and now the youngster Vraj Tarak Desai has come into the attack and has removed the other opener in Seti. And just like that, the Philadelphians have found themselves 2 down in very quick succession. It's 60 for 2. So 60 for 2 as J. Kishan Parwani walks to the middle for the Philadelphians. 79 to win from 41 balls, asking rate over 11.5. And we saw last season the revelation that was Vraj Tarak Desai for the Somerset Cavaliers. Young player, made his debut last season, bowled extraordinarily well. Caused all sorts of problems for batters across the East. And he's already taken a wicket. Started with a wide, but came back, was taken on by Seti, who played a good hand of 33, but picked out the fielder on the boundary. And with 2 new men out in the middle, 12 runs and over required. The Somerset Cavaliers well in charge of things as of now. A single will get Aditya Ganesh off the mark. And what a way it would be to assert yourself as a member of the Philadelphians family than to lead the side in a big chase like this. Still a lot of runs ahead and a lot of big hits will be needed to get over the line. Aditya Ganesh brought in with high expectations of this Philadelphian side. Will certainly look to play a big innings here alongside the youngster Parwani. Both new members to the Philly lineup. This has been a very good over from Vraj Tarak Desai. Has only given up 4 runs. One of them was a wide. Got the wicket of Seti. Will just get a single to close out the over. So at the end of 8, the Philadelphians are 64 for 2. So Abdullah Ghazi continues, and rightly so. Got the wicket of Ryan Scott. Philadelphians needing over 12 runs and over to get over the line and start their 2025 campaign off with a bang. Cavaliers have looked the better team for most parts of the game. Parwani will guide this one down for just a single. No Bhaskar Yadram in this 11 for the Philadelphians today. And I wonder why. Was a solid all-round option, both with ball and with bat. We saw how dominant he was for the Philadelphians last season. And they would certainly use him in a chase like this. Bowling has been very good by the Somerset Cavaliers. Likes of Raymond Ramartan, Devishai Prashad, Cornet Dry could hit a long ball as well. Could see them next. Suprit Madan as well as a handy batter. Another one getting a fair bit of height, just guiding it down is Parwani. Abdullah Ghazi has really been one of the more underrated aspects of this Cavaliers bowling lineup over the years. No Junaid Nadir in the lineup this year. We see Bilal Shah. We saw an over from him earlier. Clipped away from Aditya Ganesh. So singles continue to come here for the Philadelphians, but not necessarily what the ask is. The ask is much more than that. Over 2 runs a ball, so the singles will not do it to a certain extent. They'll have to look to attack at some stage, but maybe just getting an over a two relatively new men and then look to attack. Abdullah Ghazi has bowled well. Just looking to take singles at the moment. So an over entirely of singles, 6 runs from it, 70 for 2 after 9. So Desai will continue. 1 for 5 in his only over so far. Slapped down the ground. Firmly struck from J. Kishan Parwani. Picks up a boundary. And the Philadelphians, you feel now they will begin to attack once again, having just gotten both batters settled in for a bit. That's their only option. They need 65 to win from 29 deliveries. They'll have to go and go hard. And J. Kishan Parwani, a young player, new player in this Philadelphians lineup, will look to make a name for himself on the minor league stage. Play and a miss. Eludes the keeper as well. Beat Shah behind the stumps. Will come back for 2. Buys is the signal in the end. So delivery perhaps so good, not even the keeper could pick it up. Parwani remains on strike. 63 to win from 28 balls. And eventually the finger goes up. So was looking to come down the wicket was Parwani. And seemingly easy stumping for Meet Shah. Umpire took his time, but in the end raised the finger. So Jay Kishan Parwani is gone. Vraj Desai has picked up a second wicket. And the Philadelphians find themselves inching closer to even deeper trouble here. 76 for 3. So Cornet dry. New man in for the Philadelphians. And is off the mark straight away with a couple of runs. And this chase, over 14 runs and over, Cornet dry. Perhaps the obvious option as to who would come in next. Can hit a long ball on that occasion, looking to reverse. Through it goes to Meet Shah behind the stumps. I just feel this is a chase where they really would have missed Abhaskar Yadram. Appeals from Vraj Desai. Through it goes. Remember, no Jonathan Fu part of this squad as well, so that middle order will certainly be a brand new one for the Philadelphians. Could be a spot of concern as the season goes on. We'll wait and see. 79 for 3 after 10. Massive hit from Cornet dry. Has gone a long way. Bilal Shah back into the attack. And right away has been greeted with a maximum. They'll need plenty more of those. And Cornet dry certainly been a man that has proved he can deliver some big blows. Swing and a miss on that occasion. with every dot ball, that required run rate just inches higher and higher. $85 on the board for the Philadelphians. 140, remember, was that revised target, which is really just a one-run difference from what we saw posted by the Cavaliers. Pulled away from Corny Dry in the gap. And another boundary here off the bat of Corny Dry. And this is becoming perhaps that big over that the Philadelphians need, or one of a few big overs that they'll need in this chase. And Corny Dry has established himself in this over. A 6 and a 4 off Bilal Shah. They'll need him to produce a big knock here. Corny Dry and Aditya Ganesh, the two big signings for the Philadelphians. How fitting would it be if these are the two men that could bring them home in a still very difficult chase? 50 to win from 21, but in this day of T20 cricket, that's not impossible by any means, especially with 7 wickets in hand. Pulled away again from Corny Dry. And once again, he's found the gap for 4 more. So the runs are beginning to flow for the Philadelphians. They're not out of this contest just yet. Bilal Shah has repeatedly gone into the surface and has repeatedly been met with shots from Corny Dry. Almost identical to the first one, pulled away in the gap. And Corny Dry has raced up to 17 of just 7 deliveries. And brings the equation down to 46 to win from 20 balls. Still very much within range, especially if Corny Dry is still at the wicket. Bilal Shah and that long run-up of his. Low full toss. Into the leg side. Probably could have done a bit more with that one, Corny Dry. And was thinking of a second, will just be one. But still 15 runs off the over, which is about where the Philadelphians need to be at this stage of the chase. And still with a ball to go. Bring Aditya Ganesh onto strike. And these two would know each other quite well. Would have both been on the MLC circuit together on the LA Knight Riders. Aditya Ganesh and Corny Dry would have been part of that setup for the last 2 years. So have played cricket together, have spent a lot of time together on the same team at the major league level. Here they find themselves the Philadelphians. Pulled away from Aditya Ganesh. They'll push for a second. And they'll come back quite easily in the end. So a couple of runs to close out a good over for the Philadelphians. Exactly what they needed. 17 off it. 96 for 3 after 11. So Vraj Tarak Desai, 2 overs, 2 for 12. Will bowl the 12th over. 43 required from the final 3 overs. Corny Dry slices this one away. This is going to race away to the boundary. And it's going to go away for 4. So a good start to the 12th over here. And Corny Dry has brought up the 100 for the Philadelphians in the 12th over. With 39 to win from 17, he's bringing that equation down 22 off 9, exactly the kind of innings they needed from someone. And you just wondered who was going to step up in this middle order without Jonathan Fu, without Bhaskar Yadram. Who was it going to be? Corney Dry looks to be that man, and not anymore. So looking to go for the switch hit. And Vraj Tarak Desai has cleaned up another one. He's got his third wicket of the day. Corney Dry looking to get innovative, and it has brought his downfall in the end. Was looking so good and looking to go for the switch hit or the reverse sweep. And Vraj Tarak Desai right on the money. And as Corney Dry departs, is that the hope for the Philadelphians? He falls. It's 100 for 4, 39 to win from 16. So 100 up, but the wicket of Corney Dry fell immediately after. Suprit Madan walks to the middle, 39 to win from 16. And Suprit Madan, when he was bowling, I mentioned he's been a cricketer on the rise over the minor league circuit. And a pretty handy all-rounder. Could come in, could hit a long ball. Advancing, will get off the mark right away. But it'll just be a single. So Suprit Madan, we've seen him a lot with the ball. We haven't seen him his best, at least with the bat. We've seen a couple of big hits from him. But could this really be the chase where a player like Suprit Madan really breaks out onto the scene with a match-winning innings? We'll wait and see. What has happened there? Whatever it is, it's running away to the boundary and it's going to go for 4. Has it hit? Has it come off the bat or has it just missed the keeper? It's come off something. It's gone away for 4 runs off the bat of Aditya Ganesh. And in fact, now we get the signal for byes. Yeah, we got the signal for the boundary first, so made me think it was runs, but later on the bye signal came, so 4 byes. Doesn't matter how they come at this stage, the Philadelphians will take any runs they can get. Down the ground from Aditya Ganesh. Not straight enough on that occasion. They'll come back for 2. They'll get a couple of runs. The running will have to be spot on as well. Will have to be sharp between the wickets. 32 to win from 13 deliveries. Vraj Tarak Desai has gone for 11 in this over. 4 of them being byes, which won't be credited to his figures at least. Brilliant delivery. Great delivery from Vraj Tarak Desai. That fast yorker from a spinner. Very good closing to the over. 32 to win from 2 overs. It's 107 for 4. Swung away from Suprit Madan. Thought he found the gap for a second. Fielded it well to come around. Couple of runs. So 30 to win from 11 balls. Najaf Shah, the experience of Najaf Shah will certainly be a factor that cannot be ignored. And as great of a new ball bowler he is, that experience that has been built up over time on championship winning sides in the past makes him a deadly option in the death overs as well. That one straying, of course, will be a wide. He's a long way down the track, is Aditya Ganesh. No response at all from Suprit Madan. .29 to win from 11 deliveries. Suprit Madan on strike. Gets a full toss. That was probably a ball he should have done a lot better with. They'll still get a couple of runs though. 27 to win from 10 deliveries. Difficult customer to get away at this stage is Najaf Shah. Offered a full toss that probably should have been put away by Suprit Madan. Didn't quite get hold of it. Almost a cave sometimes when you get those full tosses. You kind of don't expect them. Probably a delivery he'd like to have back. Swung away again from Madan. Probably be two more here. So dealing in twos at the moment are the Philadelphians and Suprit Madan. 3 in this over. 25 to win from 9. Yeah, now I'm awesome. 25 to win from 9. And cleaned him up. So Najaf Shah has gone straight through Suprit Madan. Full and straight does the trick. And another wicket falls here for the Philadelphians. Madan falls for 7. And they need 25 to win from 8 deliveries. 114 for 5. Yeah, it's just frozen.